Hey everybody, this is Melody Fletcher with Deliberate Receiving, and this is another Q&A where I answer your questions about the law of attraction. Today's question is a really good one about housework. The reader wants to know, I want to talk to somebody about inspired action. I know I'll be happier if I get some house cleaning done. I got a nudge to play video games. So I did, because I was inspired, and I got very little done. Then I got a nudge to watch TV, and I did. And I got very little done. And this went on all day. And at the end of the day, all I can say I did was watch TV and play games. That sounds funny, but seriously, folks, what about my dreams and goals? What am I going to do about deadlines if I keep getting nudged to play games and watch movies? I love this question because I love to show how you can apply the law of attraction to everyday situations. And it doesn't really get any more everyday than cleaning your house, right? So how do you use the law of attraction and inspired action to get your house clean? Well, first of all, what is inspired action? If you take the time to line up your energy with what you want first, then the universe will bring you what you want, will bring you your manifestation in the easiest way possible. And the easiest way possible isn't the easiest way for the universe, it's the way that you will most easily allow. Now, how does that feel? Inspired action feels easy. It feels playful. It feels passionate. You wake up in the morning and you just can't help yourself from doing this thing. That's the exact opposite of uninspired action, which is where you don't take the time to line up your energy and you just try to make things happen through action. It's not impossible to make things happen that way. It's just a lot harder and a lot more effort. So inspired action is easy, it flows, and it's super, super productive. You get a lot of productivity for every minute that you put in. But what does this have to do with house cleaning? Well, the key here is you have to take the time to line up your energy first. And if you're coming home at the end of the day and you're thinking, oh my God, this place is so filthy, it's so dirty, oh, the dishes need to be done, oh my God, that pile of laundry, I'm going to have to do that later, oh, the bathroom is filthy, oh my God, that cupboard, I can't believe I haven't cleaned that out yet. I've been wanting to clean that out for 6 months and I'm so lazy and I don't really want to do this. Yeah, you're not lining up your energy with what you want. But if you come home at the end of the day and you think, oh, I love my house, I love the way it looks, I love the way it feels, oh, and I love my house when it's clean, to get into that freshly made bed, the way those sheets feel and smell. I love the way that my bathroom sink is all shiny and gleamy when it's freshly scrubbed. When I open my closet and all of my clothes are clean and they're all organized and folded just so. And I love it when I open up cupboards and they're all perfectly organized and everything's in its place. Do you feel the difference between those two scenarios, between those two trains of thought? One is all light and happy and shiny, and it's what you want. You're focusing on what you want, the clean house that feels good and that feels easy. And over here, you've got heavy, horrible feelings about how you hate the dirty house, about how lazy you are. Oh, great, beat yourself up in the process. And about how it's so hard and how you really don't want to do it, but you're going to have to force yourself to do something that you don't want to do. The way you feel always shows you if you're lining up with what you want. So when what you're thinking makes you feel good, you're aligning yourself with what you want. When it doesn't feel good and it makes you want to run off and play video games and watch TV, then you're not lining up with what you want. Now, as I said, when you are aligned with what you want, the universe is going to bring you that in the easiest way possible, in the way that you will most easily allow. And that means that if you have resistance to taking some action, it's going to be much harder for the universe to inspire you. So if you have resistance, if you've set up some rules, if you've made some decisions about getting your house clean, notice not cleaning your house, getting your house clean, having a clean house, then the universe is going to have a very hard time manifesting that for you. Now, what do I mean by that? What kind of beliefs could you have about having a clean house? Well, one of them could be, in order to have a clean house, I have to be the one to clean it. Now, that's not true. You could get a maid. Now, I know I can hear you all through the camera yelling at me, I can't afford it, and yada, yada, yada. Let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was working ridiculous hours. I was a total workaholic, and I was working 18 hours a day, 6-7 days a week. And in the few hours that I had left, I cleaned my house. Now, I don't particularly like to clean, but I really hate having a dirty house, and I'm half German, so it's in my blood to actually clean the house like crazy, right? I really wanted a maid, but I had count them, four negative beliefs around the subject of getting a maid. One of those was, I can't afford it. That was the least one for me, but it was kind of an issue. Did I want to dedicate that much of my budget to a maid? I hadn't even actually checked into prices, but I just sort of assumed that it would be really expensive. Another one was, this is a big one, nobody can clean my house the way that I clean my house. And that was sort of my half German side coming through there. But I know a lot of you out there have that same belief. Another one was a trust issue. I didn't really feel comfortable giving a stranger a key to my house, and having them walk through and possibly go through all my stuff. And another one was kind of a lesser one, which is there was some guilt associated with having somebody come in and clean up my dirt. And I'm pretty sure that was a belief that came down from my grandmother to me, that, another woman should not come in and clean your house. It was kind of faint, but it was still there. Well, I got distracted from all of that stuff, probably by work, because I was working like a maniac, and that allowed the universe to bring me my manifestation and blow all those beliefs right out of the water. So basically what happened is that a friend got really ill, which was not part of the manifestation, that just happened to happen, and his sister came into town, and she was only going to be there for a couple of months, and she desperately needed a job to earn some money while she was there, and they were asking around, does anybody need their house cleaned? Well, I did. So first of all, this was the sister of a friend, so the trust issue was taken care of. I didn't really have the heebie-jeebies giving her a key to my place. Second of all, the guilt issue was taken care of because I was doing her a massive favor. The price was reasonable. There was no problem. And lo and behold, she cleaned my house the way that I cleaned my house. It was absolutely spotless. It was brilliant. And I cannot tell you how beautiful it was to come home every Thursday night to an absolutely spotless house. It was fantastic. It gave me a lot more time to myself. So that's a belief that comes back to, in order to get my house clean, I have to clean it. No, you don't. There's all kinds of ways for the universe to bring you a different situation if you allow it. Now, a second belief that you may have around getting your house cleaned is, my husband and children will never, ever, ever, ever help me clean my house. Yeah, well, as long as you keep saying that and putting that out there energetically, yeah, they're never, ever, ever going to help you clean your house. You elicit the version from them that you meet up with. So they're only ever going to be able to do in your reality what you allow them to do. So if you put out there, they're never going to help you clean your house, that's the version of them you meet up with. If you release that belief and you allow the universe to bring you your manifestation in any way possible, it may inspire your kids or your husband to take out the garbage without even being asked or without being beaten into it, to do the dishes every once in a while, to clean up after themselves, and to leave the bathroom in a state that doesn't look like the swamp monster just crawled out of there. You might be really surprised by what the universe can orchestrate if you allow it. The third belief that you may have around having a clean house is, in order to get the house clean, I have to clean it all in one go or it's not worth it. Now, if I suggest to you that you split up your cleaning, so you do the kitchen on Monday and the bathroom on Tuesday and the living room on Wednesday, whatever, I know that a lot of you out there are going to say, oh, no, Melody, you don't understand. I have dogs, I have kids, I have a messy husband, and if I just clean one part of the house, they will swoop in there and they will mess it all up before I even know what happened. Well, they're going to do that anyway, even if you clean the house in one go. Only the difference is that if you clean it all at once, you get that 15 minutes where everything is just perfect. Your house isn't going to be any cleaner. You're still cleaning every area, I don't know, once a week, twice a week, whatever it is that you do. But if you clean it all at once, you get to revel in the illusion of perfection. Now, what's more important to you? An easy way to clean the house or perfection? And if it is perfection, why? Who are you trying to impress? Your mother? Seriously, let that one go. And another thing I want to point out is there's a huge difference between a house that looks like somebody actually lives there, that's basically clean but maybe a little bit messy, a couple of fingerprints here and there, and a cockroach-infested health hazard. Okay? So try to make the distinction. It's not pristine or, sewage pit. There's a lot of grades in between there. And really, in the end, what's more important? Having a happy home where you get to spend a little bit of time with your family, or having a home that could be featured on the cover of Architectural Digest. So if you're more inspired to play video games and watch TV rather than clean your house, I will put money on the fact that you are focusing more on how lazy you are, on how dirty the house is, on how much you hate cleaning the house, rather than on what you really want. You can use inspired action and you can use the law of attraction to get your house clean, but you have to clean up your vibration, you have to allow the universe to bring it to you, and you have to focus on what you want. Align your energy with what you actually want. So I hope this answer has been helpful to you. If you have a law of attraction question that you'd like me to answer, just click the link in the description, go to my site, go to the contact form, which is in the top navigation bar, and ask me any question about the law of attraction. I will do my best to answer it ASAP, either on my blog or in a video. Until next time, huge hugs to all of you, and thank you for watching.